Okay, I'm on my rogue now. I'm in the rogue class hall, and I've got a vault ticket. So
What is
wish
that?
me luck. So you get one of these from doing missions like on your mission board. So,
Okay.
So like if I go to my mission, I don't think I have anyone on missions right now. Or wait, do I? No, I don't have any in progress right now. But they have a chance of coming back with a ticket to the vault. So I got the ticket here, vault ticket, and I have to hand it into old Noggenfogger here, who's sitting on a pile of treasure. It's a shame you can't see this because the rogue vault is amazing.
It sounds
like
good.
the light's heart. It's funny because it's just like in this vault in amongst a bunch of other treasure, and it's just like in this like totally nondescript location. It's like this huge powerful artifact, and there's just like it's just laying around. There's all these like treasure chests and gold bars, and like there's like a giant golden murloc head and stuff in here. It's really good. And there's like an old like a Pandaria, like those big statues in Pandaria. It's like one of those. Yeah. So this vault ticket I can use once a week, and I can get like some sort of prize or something. So I'm gonna hand it in and see what I get.
Okay. Do it.
Okay, I've done it. I don't know what to do next.
Do you have to do like a challenge? You have to like kill a bunch of stuff, or
I
do you
have
to,
no
like,
idea.
Fight through?
Oh no, here. Okay, pile of sticky bombs. So it's opened up. I can get some thistle tea. So
Nice.
It's opened up like all these treasures in here now that I can pick from. So what do you think? I should get the sticky bombs or the thistle tea?
So thistle tea recharges your focus, doesn't it?
Well,
I think.
it's like a container, right? There's a small coin chest here as well.
Oh, I see. So you could have
So
some.
it could be anything in it. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have to pick one out of all three? You can't pick all of them.
There seems to only be 3. So there's a mug of thistle tea. There's like a coin box,
That
and
would just have some
there's
gold in it.
a pile of sticky bombs. What do you think?
Go with whatever you fancy.
Well, I mean, I'm inclined to take the coin box, but I think that maybe it's kind of like Indiana Jones, like, he thought that like the cup was like the really lavish golden one, and he took it and he started melting, and then Indiana Jones took the shitty wooden cup. And
I'm pretty sure the coin one is just going to have coin in it. Don't you
think?
Yeah, I'm not sure there's going to be much good in there.
I can only do this once a week, so sticky bombs.
Yeah, go crazy.
All right, I've opened them. Okay, I actually just got some sticky bombs.
So it is actually just, yeah. So, okay.
Toss a sticky bomb on your target that will detonate after 5 seconds, causing 369,801 damage to all enemies within 5 yards. I mean,
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. I
It's
have
got
a
a
similar
30
thing
second
where
cooldown.
I can kill a mob in my castle, and things like this drop. So it's an hour-long haste buff that you can't use in mythics or
Right.
dungeons or raids or rated PvP. But
Right.
oops, yeah, sorry, I linked it in guild.
Are you in
rather than
Dalaran?
Party. No, I'm trying to chase a lost owl kitten across a bridge, and it's just
Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, you're not doing that's the worst.
it's a real ball. Like, it just doesn't want to go across the bridge.
Well, when you get to the other side of that bridge, after you've done that, you have to do that 7 times.
What do you mean?
It's a quest. It's a
7
quest on the other
times?
side. Yeah, you have to go. There's a field full of those little things, and you have to get 7 of them back.
You're
So you
kidding
can-
me.
Yeah, it's really tedious.
Okay, well, I'm going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
I think that we're pretty much good to go here. So, shall we come back when we're honoured and finish off this Suramar quest line? Is that something you fancy doing?
I'm up for it if you are, yeah.
Okay, we'll do that
Okay.
then. So we'll plan to meet back.
I mean, realistically, videos will still be going out anyway, so people watching probably won't notice any gap.
Yeah.
we won't be able to do it for like a week, but there'll probably still be videos because I think the videos on the channel now are we're still in Stormheim, aren't we?
It might even be.
We've done like every zone.
It might be. It might be a little while before you see this going out. But that's sort of how we've played this game. We played it in a big clump. And,
Man, I've played.
It's taking ages to get it all turned around.
I'm enjoying Legion so far. It's 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks now since it's been out, and I like it. I'm enjoying it a lot.
I'm enjoying it. I'm looking for things that give me this sense of completion, so I can stop. So I don't. So it doesn't sort of get stale and make me miserable. I think, you know,
Yeah.
I certainly don't feel like I'm not waking up in the morning and thinking, oh, I'm excited to play Legion. But the classic thing with WoW was that it just became this chore, you know? It became this sort of... It takes over from your life. It becomes, you know, your life becomes this alternative thing where you organise your fucking bank and shit.
Yeah, it's like a virtual life.
Yeah, and I don't want that.
It's more fun
anymore.
doing chores in WoW than it is doing chores in real life, though, isn't it?
It really is, and that's the danger. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking for that.
You want that closure so you can move on.
That's
and play other
that's
stuff.
the goal. Yeah.
That's the goal. Oh well.
But
maybe
I'll
I'll get there. Maybe not. I mean, I logged in last night and I was just farting around doing some fishing and stuff, and I noticed that you were just like running some dungeons and stuff. So maybe not quite there yet.
I had to finish my class or quest, which was actually just run 4 random heroic dungeons. So I just did the ones that we'd already done.
Yeah.
And it was like I had to loot things from bosses. That was the idea. You had to loot these special things. I guess you have to do a similar thing with yours.
Yeah, probably.
Or
yeah.
maybe even an identical thing.
Yeah. Actually, I'm just at the point in my class hall quest line for Rogue where I've done the time gated 5 missions that take like 8 hours each to do. That I had to do those.
Right.
So I've actually got a real quest now to go off and do something. So I don't know.
So yeah, it'll probably be like going out into the world. That feels like what I've
actually no, mine is I have to go to the Mauve Souls and like take a picture of the boat or something.
Right. Okay.
For some reason.
I see. Like for intel.
Yeah.
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 The class quests and the artifacts, that is definitely one of the most fun things. But it's all single player, right? Which is pretty weird.
Yeah, but it kind of has to be though, because I mean, for it being an MMO and stuff, a lot of people do still really enjoy solo content, don't they?
They do. It's weird it's weird how
it is.
I think this is one of the sort of loneliest multiplayer games there is. You know, in a way,
Yeah.
It's a funny feeling to play WoW. It's this odd place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not so bad though when you're like talking to your friend on you know, Discord or whatever though, is it?
No, it's not so bad.
Like literally for the past 10 minutes I've been fishing in the Dalaran fountain. And like I haven't noticed how tedious it is because I'm just having a conversation with you.
Oh, I got some.
But maybe if I was doing this by myself and I wasn't like watching Netflix or, you know, browsing through a catalog of pornography or whatever, maybe I'd feel a bit different.
I have totally been enjoying the experience of just exploring this new world. I've really enjoyed the whole story. I think I've enjoyed it a lot less on my alt. I've been like, oh god, I've seen this all before. And so that's why I've stopped leveling my alt and tried to sort of just enjoy this. And I've enjoyed the things which I can see I can complete. You know, like I like going through and getting things that make sense to me to be achievements. You know, like finishing leatherworking. Like almost like making up stuff for my own. But also, I like the idea of possibly getting all of the dungeon. I don't like running the same dungeon a lot, but I like the idea of getting all the achievements.
Yeah.
Going through, having fun with a group of people that I like, without it becoming this thing where you schedule in. So I'm not super keen on rushing home to raid.
No, but if you did it once a week, it wouldn't be so bad. You know, it might actually be a bit fun.
Yeah, that might make it fun. So that's maybe what I'll go for. I'll try and limit my time to not be multiple days a week, but maybe
Wednesday night at 9 p.m. UK time, we'll meet up and raid for like 2 or 3 hours, and it'll be good fun. We'll kill bosses. We'll become dragon slayers.
Yeah.
We'll get some fat loots. We'll take pictures and do forum posts and write a newsletter for people.
I don't know why I'm so paranoid about like having a bad time. I think it's just because I'm scared to have WoW take over my life again. You know?
You just don't want to have fun, and you're scared that maybe this could possibly turn out to be fun.
I think also though, WoW for me was a little bit linked to depression before. Like I think when I was playing WoW originally, I was fairly lonely and fairly depressed. Well, I wasn't ever. I'm not going to say I was actually depressed because I know people who are genuinely depressed. So you know, I've never been in a situation like them. But I think sometimes WoW does have this negative impact on you. So I'm a little bit worried about having that come back.
Yeah.
So I'm treating it very consciously, casually. I'm treating it very, very consciously. I'm sorry, I'm pushing all of these stupid lost kittens towards this guy.
All right, I'm fishing. World of Warcraft, everybody.
World of Warcraft. All right, we're going to go.
If you haven't subscribed, you might want to think about doing it now because you're missing out on fishing and herding owls, amongst other things.
Or maybe if you just want to just keep your life sacred and not filled with the mindless tedium of this. Just don't ever get addicted to crack, kids. Don't do it. Don't start smoking. Don't
like the storylines that we
Warcraft.
did earlier about those guys that are all withered because they're like mana addicts or whatever?
Yeah.
That's like us in real life with World of Warcraft.
It is. Just don't do it, guys.
We're all just complete husks of our former selves.
I wonder what people feel about this series, because it's been odd, right? It's been an odd sort of series overall. It's a little bit. I mean, we did a long series of Factorio where we really binged that. We played a lot of it. We played a lot of the original Divinity and the new Divinity. We've got a pre-alpha of, and so you know, I don't know if we're going to get around to playing that, but I would like to. We've got a couple of weeks now where we're going to be a bit busy.
Yeah.
And then we're going to BlizzCon too, aren't we?
Yeah, God, that's coming soon, isn't it? It's like 6 weeks away. I can't believe it.
Well, by the time this video goes out, it'll probably be like tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
But yeah.
So we might be actually heading off to BlizzCon tomorrow, depending on when this video goes out.
Yeah. We've recorded a lot of WoW.
Yeah, well, we did with WoW what we did with Factorio. We played it for 6-7 hours a day, binged it. Enjoyed it. I'm still not done. I'll still play in my spare time and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I want to
we'll come
get
back
a few
and do
things
those
completed,
storylines and stuff.
And then it's going to get to the point though where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of finished.
But it always does though. Like, because the thing is, it just depends on what their content schedule is. If they release stuff and they, that's interesting and fun to do and adds more to do in the game in the meantime, then cool. Like, I'll probably still play. But if there's big, long gaps between content, like 6 months or whatever, where nothing's changed and you're just doing the same shit over and over, just trying to get, 2 extra points of agility on a cloak or something like that, then, long before that, it gets to that point, I'll have moved on, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't watch a film twice often, unless it's a really good film and I want to watch it with a friend or something like that. In the same way, I don't really enjoy doing dungeons more than once if I've seen them, or even a zone more than once, unless I'm doing it with a friend and I want to help them through it or whatever, or share that experience. Like, I think that I'm not going to run raids over and over. I'm not going to run dungeons over and over, but I am going to enjoy them once, because I think Blizzard put a lot of work into these things and make them good the first time.
Yeah, I don't want to run a raid indefinitely. Like, I would like to just beat the bosses on the average difficulty or whatever, see the storyline,
and it feels like the game is accepting of that. So that's cool, and I'm happy. All right,
me too.
We're gonna go before we start waffling around in circles too much. I have really enjoyed experiencing this expansion with you, Sips, rather than just like nerding it all out, kind of in my evenings. No, because it's normally a very solo experience leveling. Everyone levels to max level on their own, right? It's just
most people just go crazy and do it very quickly as well. Like the day after the night it launched, I remember logging in and a couple of people had already hit max level because they just stayed up all night and done
isn't there? There's this like
weird.
pressure to compete with other people. It's bizarre what this game does.
It is weird because once you've done it, there's enough to do, but man, like 2 weeks in, you'll run out of stuff to do for sure if you play it that hard, sort of thing. But I guess this game's been out for so long that sort of thing is just ingrained in people now. Like, I guess it's just something they enjoy to do or whatever. But I mean, there's plenty of stuff on the side that you can do to keep yourself occupied as well, right? Like, play Hearthstone. If you wanna play a MOBA, you can play Heroes of the Storm. If you want to play first-person shooter, you can play Overwatch. Because Blizzard just have you covered, Lewis. You don't have to play any other games from any other studios because they've got one of everything now.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do, trying to corner the market.
I think they want to corner the market of everything before somebody else does.
Man, we're gonna stop, or because I'm already like on the world quest and I'm like doing stuff, and I want to go and actually do something with my life. I don't want to just sit here mindlessly going around.
Nah,
but
you will though.
I've got real stuff to do today.
Yeah.
It's funny how I know that WoW is a waste of time, but other games I don't feel the same way about. You know, I can spend hours in other games and not feel like that's a waste of time. When it's just as much of a waste of time. I think with WoW, it always feels like you're working towards something. You're building in it. You're getting invested in it, though, right?
Yeah.
That's the big difference. Whereas with another game, it's more throwaway. You don't feel as invested in your time.
I think the community aspect of WoW is kind of unrivaled as well. You know, like if you have a guild, especially if you have a big guild of, you know, people that you've played WoW with for a long time and stuff like that, you know, there's, you know, achievements and stuff. You know, people are always doing stuff and, you know, saying, oh, I can't believe you did that. You know what I mean? Like it feels like in some ways there's always somebody there like watching you as well, which I guess people find some comfort in too. They don't feel completely alone.
It's funny,
doing this
like,
stuff.
It's the loneliest multiplayer game I've ever played. We will talk about the philosophy of WoW until we're blue in the face, because we're probably never going to figure it out. But
at this point, we're so invested that we can't help not talk about it. Like it's... How many hours have you played this game for? It's probably too depressing to even say, isn't it?
But then again, other people put lots of hours into whatever other games too. Like Pyrion put a lot of hours into. I put a lot of hours to Civ, and I put a lot of hours to the other games. And I don't want those hours back. You know, I've enjoyed the hours I've spent in WoW. But sometimes I think it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult to. I don't know quite why.
Sometimes,
I don't want to play this game.
You know what, though? Sometimes,
I don't know why I feel like I shouldn't play this game.
Sometimes you can overanalyze something. Instead of like thinking about it too much, just enjoy it. And then when you're done, just move on. It'll just happen when you least like expect it as well. You'll be walking to like the office one day and you'll kick a stone and it'll accidentally ricochet off a tire and hit somebody in the face, and they'll turn around and you'll be like deep in thought thinking about the next achievement you're gonna like grind out or whatever. That person's gonna come up to you with like blood streaking down their face because the eye ricocheted, or the rock ricocheted into their eye. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is your problem? And you're gonna be like, oh shit. And then you're just gonna be like, oh god, I gotta stop playing WoW. That's how it's gonna go. Something like that. Trust me, it happens every time. Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I'm just trying to analyze this because we've come to the end of this sort of series, really, and I know we might pick it up and do some other stuff. It
feels done, but it doesn't feel done. I think
it definitely doesn't feel done, and that's a bit of a problem for me. You know, when we played Factorio and we launched the rocket,
it felt done.
It was done, right?
I was done at that point.
That was really satisfying. So it was
done.
like coming to the end of a book. It was like you put that book aside and you put it down. It's like, okay, I'm done.
And it's like Hearts of Iron as well. You get to a point, it's done. You know, there's nothing else you can do, or you know, somebody just wins, or
when you play
a
game like Overwatch or Here Is the Storm or Dota, you know that you're not going to be done, right? You go into it thinking, okay, I'm just going to do a one-off game and that's it. I'm going to play this thing. Whereas I think with WoW, because it's full of stories and because it's full of all these other things, it feels like it should be a game where you can say, oh, I am done. Yeah. And then, I don't know. So yeah, all right, we're going to stop analysing this. One day, I promise I will figure out. I'm really interested in all your comments.
The next game that we play is going to be one.
I read all the Reddit threads of what people are saying about these series. So
I don't think there are any though.
There has been a couple.
At this point, I don't think anybody's even watching this one right now. If this is the last episode, we're down to like.
If you've made it all the way through,
fumes.
Holy crap! I need to owe you like a high
It's just the bots now. It's just the view bots. Yeah.
Working hard to keep us going. Those view bots.
Thanks, bots.
Cheers, bots.
Thanks very much. We're gonna move on to a game that actually does have an end next, and that's gonna be OpenTTD. Oh yeah.
But TTT kind of does have an end though. Like you kind of feel like when you
you can reach that end much quicker with planes as well. I think if we play OpenTTD, we need to ban planes.
I think with OpenTTD, as soon as people start doing planes, it's always like, it's over. Well, we might as well give up
done
now.
Yeah,
that's the end. Yeah. I don't know. There's a very clear moment in TTD where you get bored too, though, right? You're like, okay, I'm bored now.
Yeah, sometimes you get to a point your train network is so complicated and you're just like, you want to place one more station, you're like, no, and then you just alt F4 and you're done.
And you're done. That's right. Yeah. Same thing with Hearthstone. You play these decks for a while and you think you're on a good run, and then someone just plays some cheesy bullshit against you, and you're like, well, how can I beat that? And then you alt F4.
So for the top 3 one, just before we go, for the top 3 Tavern Brawl, I played against this guy, this warlock, okay? And I thought, it's just going to be some weird fucking zoo, right? Like, he's probably just going to have tons of leper gnomes or something. So I wasn't too worried or whatever. So his opening turn was Soulfire to my face, okay?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And then fucking Fist of Jaraxxus. He did 8 damage on turn 1.
Yeah.
And then the other card he had was the Librarian one that does a discard but has the Death Rattle to draw.
Okay.
And it fucking wrecked me and tilted me so hard. It was crazy. So I had to
because the other ones have his Malpazar's Imp and Silverware Golem. Dishwasher Warlock is what they were calling it.
That was crazy too. And then I played against a Frost Mage who used Frostbolt and Ice Lance and Mana Worms. That was like fairly effective actually. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there with a Shim trying to do Tuskar Totemic, the evolve guy that gives the +1 to evolve. But he's like a 4-drop. And I think I had like Rockbiter or something.
Wow.
It did not work.
So the classic was fun, but Bilefin, Tuskar Totemic, and Evolve. And so then what you do is you because they both generate so many minions, you just keep evolving them all. That was quite good. Yeah. The best one I had was, which I did on the stream for a while. So there was a couple I did. There was Holy Wrath Molten Giant. So you can Holy Wrath out the 25 damage. You just try and go for their face and hope that it will hit for 25. Which is like a turn 5 kill guaranteed, and pretty much. And then the other one I had that was almost like a guaranteed turn 5 or turn 6 kill was Sorcerer's Apprentice, Arcane Intellect, and Burning Torch. So
nice. 3
Sorcerer's Apprentice to make Arcane Intellect and Burning Torch and Roaring Torch free. And so then you just literally just chain Arcane Intellect, and then then you go Burning Torch, Burning Torch, Burning Torch, Burning Torch, Burning Torch.
Oh, right.
Torch,
so you can just basically get to a point where you just kill them in one turn.
So so you just save up for turn 6. You throw down your 3 Sorcerer's Apprentices, and then you can just kill them.
Then you win. Yeah. That's pretty cool actually. That's like cool. A really interesting OTK. I mean, I guess it's like kind of like long-winded though, right? Because it's not like the 3 damage from the torch and stuff, like, and then drawing it all out. I guess it takes a little while to do.
Yeah, it kind of bugs out your hand because you're drawing so many cards and spending so many, like all the cards like spaz out on the screen. It's great.
That's pretty cool.
Oh man, I love Hearthstone. Anyway, we're gonna go because otherwise we're gonna be
We'll be back with Hearthstone
forever.
And a bunch of other shit that we like to play very soon. But like you said, we've probably been and gone to BlizzCon by this point because this shit has taken so long to come out.
Yeah, you might be able to see us play a bit of WoW. Me and Turks might play a bit of WoW on our Deck Ripper streams on Thursdays. We might do a Mythic Dungeon. We usually do something at the end, so we might see if we can do that. That might be fun. And you're welcome to join us on Thursday nights for that if you want Sips. Otherwise,
I think I'm going to be down pretty soon anyway, so I'll do it the night that I'm down.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. All right, so you can tune in then for a bit of
tune in the past because
WoW
obviously
action
this will
if you want to see our characters, but it will be tuning in the past. Yeah. I guess at this point you'll be able to watch it on Yogs Live. I'll see if I can get these videos out sooner.
Okay,
but it's tough. We've got a lot to do. Busy.
We do.
Anyway, love you all, everybody.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks for watching as usual, and goodbye.
Bye.